The IMF chief's arrest has implications for the IMF's central role in resolving Europe's deepening debt crisis. Peter Westaway is with us now. He is chief economist Europe at Nomura. He is with us now on the phone from London. Peter, thanks for joining us this morning. Sarah just told us, of course, European finance ministers meeting in Brussels this week. Of course, Strauss-Kahn was supposed to be there, essentially putting finishing touches on the Portuguese package, looking at Greece, what could be due to the renewed crisis there. Does his delay equal less help for Greece? What does this mean to you, these events mean to you as an economist?
I don't think they will mean a delay. I mean, of course, a man of his stature and somebody who's been very closely involved in the whole sovereign crisis over the last year or so is an important person. It's not helpful that he's not around, but I think at the end of the day, what was going to happen this week and today is still going to happen. Portugal's debt financing will get agreed. I think the negotiations will carry on what needs to happen next for Greece. I mean, Greece don't have an urgent funding problem. The market is speculating on an imminent restructuring. I don't think that's going to happen. But by the time Greece needs to go back to the market next year, they're going to have some funding put in place. So Peter, I think our guess is that by the June EU Council meeting, a funding package would be put in place for Greece.
Peter, some people say even if Dominique Strauss-Kahn is not guilty of these charges, that he's going to have to step down because the charges are so serious. As an economist, who would you want to see leading the IMF?
Well, I don't know it's necessarily an economic view. I mean, as an economist, you'd want a very sound economist, and there are very many good candidates in that category. I mean, I think the really big question is whether the new head of the IMF, when he eventually takes over, and let's be clear, I'm not trying to pass any judgment on whether Mr. Strauss-Kahn is guilty or not. I mean, at some point he was going to stand down, so this was a debate that had already started. The big question is whether it will be a European or somebody from an emerging market economy. Clearly, there's been some discontent that the Europeans have been almost favouring providing too much funding to Europe. That's been a complaint from some emerging markets. So that it might be interesting if an emerging markets candidate does emerge, and there are various names being put forward, then that might make it slightly more challenging. But I think at the margin, what will happen anyway.
That would be a break with tradition. Peter, thanks so much. Peter Westaway, Chief European Economist at Nomura International.